I just want to thank everybody for raising their hand and participating in Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Oh, look at that. We are live again. What's up, everybody? I'm really excited to be joined by one of our entrepreneurs in the community, also one of our TechStart students, Jayla Manorard.
Hi.
Jayla, how are you?
I'm good. Good. How are you?
Doing good too. Let's go right into it. We'll save the tech stuff for later because there's something way more important to talk about right now. And that is, the season that we're in, right? The season to be grateful of all the great things that we have. Have you been feeling pretty grateful this year?
Yes, grateful for honestly everything. Just taking the time to acknowledge the fact that it could be worse. There could always be something more that you can do, but you're doing great, like just as you are.
Most definitely. And so we're here today because Jayla's got a really interesting project that I wanted to share with our audience, and that is this Warm the Streets, helping folks survive the winter. Let's talk about that. Why don't you tell us about what that entails, what you're doing for the winter this year, and where that came from?
Yes. So this is the fifth year of the Jamie Manor Warm the Streets Winter Essential Drive. Essentially, I collect winter essentials for about a month long, and then I give them out on Christmas Eve. And it's just to underserved communities. So that could be people who are in the homeless community, as well as maybe students who can't afford it, or just people in the community who might need a little assistance dealing with this winter this year.
And what made you think even consider that? I mean, I get that there's a lot of drives that are out there, but what made you? Yeah, what are some of those thoughts that kind of lined up? And to do it for 5 years straight, I mean, it's not it's pretty consistent. So what are some of those moments that lined up to inspire you and also hold you to it, that this is something important to you to do?
The biggest thing that I remember about warming the streets, or even my dad, Jamie Manor, is that it's not about me. There's always something bigger out there. So Warm the Streets actually started in 2020. I couldn't do anything, as most people couldn't either because of COVID, but my mom allowed me to volunteer, and I always enjoyed volunteering. And so I was volunteering one day and I was like, oh my gosh, Las Vegas weather, like it changes all the time. It's never consistent, but today it is freezing and I would not like to get out of my car. And then I see someone experiencing all of the elements alone. They're eating outside and they're practically freezing. And I was like, you have to step outside of yourself and acknowledge the fact that other people are experiencing life a little bit harder than you.
Yeah.
And so maybe you should do something about it versus complaining.
Yeah, we are definitely all very blessed with a life of privilege. It's not that hard to find somebody who's got it worse than you. It's not that hard to find somebody who's got it better than you.
Yeah.
But just wherever you're at, to be grateful and find, and like you said, look into how you can positively impact others. Who taught you that lesson?
Lord, that lesson came directly from my dad, I would have to say. My mom obviously plays an important role in my life, but my dad, he really took the time to put forth as much effort as he can to help somebody else any chance that he could. He is a fallen officer of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, so he essentially dedicated his work to being able to help others, and he instilled that in me. If it was Christmas, I had to give away toys in order to get new toys. Anytime it came to food or anything like that, it was make sure you check on this person, make sure you check on that person first.
That's great. Yeah, I think that's such an amazing way to honor your dad. And so, I mean, Jamie Manor, of course, we honor his work here in the Las Vegas Metro Police Department, and it's a very tough job that the local police officers have to do. And from what I read, he was a young man, and so to pursue that, I mean, you're a young kid as well, and so I'm sorry for your loss. I think everything you're doing, he'd be very proud of you. And so why don't you tell folks how they can get involved and support what you're doing?
So there are a few ways that you're able to donate to Warm the Streets. I do actually have an Amazon registry entitled Warm the Streets, and that's where you're able to just pick a few items on there that you might think like, oh, I kind of want to donate this. You can always donate through like cash or like, monetary donations. You can do it that way. And then there will be a few physical boxes where you're able to drop off items as well.
Okay, great. And yeah, I mean, Nevada Park is going to be closing soon, but if you comment on the page or message us on social media and you have some blankets you want to bring over to donate, I mean, can we be a site to accept that? And
absolutely, I would love
Wonderful. Yep. So we could get that over here in the incubator, and if we get any, I'll make sure we get them over to you. You help us figure out how to get it to people who need them.
Of course.
All right. So as we wrap this up, let's just rapid fire. Tell me about some of the top lessons you learned, the top wins you had in 2025, and then we'll close out with what you're excited for in 2026.
Okay. I would say one of the biggest wins that I learned in 2025 is that sometimes you're going to have to go long enough to win. So so if there is a tough season in your life, or there is something that might be a struggle, sometimes you have to stay long enough to win. A lot of people will give up in that tough season, or they'll give up right before the finish line. And so stay long enough to win, and you'll see the fruits of your labor.
I love that. It's hard to know how long, but
it
you just gotta have faith.
But when it happens, you'll know.
Great. And any big wins to celebrate?
Big win. I moved to New York City.
Nice. That's great.
I walk past the New York Stock Exchange every day. I have my own apartment there. So just graduating with my master's degree and going directly into the workforce was an exciting win for me. So
that's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving ahead, 2026, what are you excited about?
In 2026, I really want to bask in the fruits of my labor. I think a lot of times we work really hard and we think that we have to continue to grind and continue to keep going hard, and you do, but sometimes it's okay to bask in the fruits of your labor and just be excited for the things that you've already done.
Most definitely. One shared milestone I'm excited about, and we'll definitely celebrate when we get there to the other side of that, and that's this upcoming first annual King Week,
Yes.
Where we'll be kicking that off with the Wealth Millionaire Mindset Conference. It's going to be a great opportunity to spotlight many entrepreneurs who've been a part of this community over the past couple of years. We just had a really cool call last night about it.
Yes.
I'm excited when we get to walk that stage and graduate some of the tier 3 businesses, including King and several others. I'm super excited about that.
Yes.
To me, that's a celebration.
Yes. The Millionaire Wealth Mindset is happening January 18th, and it's going to be at the Thomas and Mack Center. It's definitely going to be an exciting event, and it's going to be something that Las Vegas hasn't had before.
Yep. So that's themwmc.com. You can message myself or Jayla or Marquetta, the real estate auntie, or King Jones to get involved. Any of us can get you plugged into that. Jayla, you took over the website and it made some massive upgrades. You talked about what that experience was like over the last 2 months.
I don't think I've learned that much in one period of time in my life.
Oof.
But definitely just taking the time to learn it. Elias, you were a great teacher throughout the entire process. Taking that time to learn it and then integrating all of the new and exciting ideas that I had using AI in order to do those. It wasn't a smooth process, but it was worth every hour that I spent doing it.
Yep. Well, congratulations to you. It's just the beginning. We have our work cut out for us, and now that our collective of AI developers is growing, I'm really excited about what we're going to see come out of this community.
Yes.
Jayla, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Elias.
Congrats. All right, we can close out the stream.